Welcome to Mental Models Daily, where we explore one mental model each day to help you elevate your daily decision-making. Today, we're diving into a concept that fundamentally shapes human behavior and decision-making: incentives. Incentives are forces that motivate or encourage people to act in certain ways. They can be monetary, social, moral, or even intrinsic. The study of incentives has deep roots in economics, psychology, and organizational behavior. Adam Smith touched on them in The Wealth of Nations, 1776, when discussing self-interest, but our modern understanding owes much to behavioral economists like Daniel Kahneman and Richard Thaler. Charlie Munger famously said, "Show me the incentives and I will show you the outcome." This principle has been observed throughout history, from ancient rulers using rewards and punishments to modern companies designing compensation packages. It's like the invisible hand that guides human behavior, not through force, but through motivation. Let's look at an example to better understand this concept. Consider a sales team's compensation structure. If salespeople are paid purely on commission, they might focus solely on closing deals quickly, potentially at the expense of customer satisfaction or long-term relationships. However, if their compensation includes elements tied to customer satisfaction and retention, their behavior might align better with the company's long-term goals. It's like a river. It will always flow, but its course can be shaped by carefully placed channels and barriers. In the business world, understanding incentives is crucial for everything from employee motivation to customer behavior. Companies use incentive structures to drive performance, loyalty programs to encourage repeat business, and pricing strategies to influence purchasing decisions. However, poorly designed incentives can lead to unintended consequences, what economists call perverse incentives. Wells Fargo's 2016 scandal, where aggressive sales targets led employees to create unauthorized accounts, is a classic example. It's like trying to direct traffic. The wrong signals can create chaos instead of order. So how can we apply the concept of incentives in our daily lives? Firstly, we can become more aware of the incentives that influence our own behavior. Are we making certain choices because they truly align with our goals? Or are we responding to external incentives that might not serve our best interests? Understanding this can help us make more conscious decisions. It's like being able to see the invisible strings that sometimes pull us in different directions. Secondly, when we're in positions of leadership or influence, we can be more thoughtful about how we create incentives for others. Whether you're a parent setting up a reward system for your children, a manager designing a bonus structure, or a project leader motivating volunteers, understanding how different types of incentives work can help you create more effective motivational systems. It's like being a skilled gardener who knows exactly what each plant needs to thrive. Lastly, we can use our understanding of incentives to analyze and predict behavior in various situations. This can help us navigate negotiations, understand market dynamics, or even improve our relationships. By considering what motivates different parties, we can find win-win solutions more easily. It's like having a map of what drives people, helping us chart the best course through social and professional landscapes. In conclusion, understanding incentives provides us with a powerful lens for analyzing behavior and designing systems that encourage desired outcomes. However, it also reminds us to be cautious about unintended consequences and the importance of aligning incentives with long-term goals. In a world where we're constantly trying to influence behavior, our own and others, understanding incentives is like having a master key to human motivation. Thank you for joining me today on Mental Models Daily. Until next time, may your incentives be well aligned, your motivations clear, and your outcomes positive. For more mental models, please visit mentalmodelsdaily.com or find us on X or Instagram. Our podcast music was provided by the podcasthost.com and Alitu, the podcast maker. Find your own free podcast music over at thepodcasthost.com/free music.